Alright, so we're in our final match. And can we leave this league a winner? So this hand's a little sketchy, but I'm gonna keep it. Have a lot of what we need, but not everything. We're close. Ooh, we're up against the mirror. That's exciting. So this is all going to be all about speed, if that's the case. We have to hit our next land drop. Come on, land drop. Oh no. Our opponent's getting ahead on mana. First one to World Breaker probably wins. I think that's how it's gonna go. I think I'm just gonna fire this off now. All that really matters is the flashback part of it. No good. Oh. And thing is, the 3/3 does basically nothing. I'm not gonna cast it. Good chance we die with it in our hand, but I mean, like, we wouldn't even be able to block here. Oh, I'm so jealous of our opponent's mana. I have mana and no. This is so bad. I'm gonna play this just as a chump blocker. Maybe it buys us a turn by playing it this way, if we're lucky. Alright, yeah, we're not doing anything against World Breaker here. We're in here. Alright, on to the next one. So, I don't think we want Kozilek's Returns. All he kills Sylvan Advocates. I think all we want is the really, really big stuff. And more ramp. And Sylvan Advocate is just too small for this matchup. So, Guy's Revenge was like pretty big. Could be worth bringing in. Does hit fast and hard, can like potentially snipe a Chandra. But I think I'd rather have the flying on a Tarka. Because it just trumps the Guy's Revenge, whereas World Breaker can trade with it. You can make an argument for having Guy's Revenge instead of Endless One. But I think because we're just going to be getting into like huge amounts of mana, the Endless One has potential to be like, like a 9/9. So we're just all mana. Like, I mean, from here down, we're all mana. And then from here up, we're just all big stuff. I think that's how we want to do it. Obviously, it can be like a little scary to just go into a matchup with like Stone Cold 0 removal spells. But, you know, we might be able to do... Oh, this hand. We might be able to do something cool with... This is actually a great hand. With Dragon Lord Atarka plus Chandra. Kill some stuff if we need to. This is a great hand, though. We could do turn 2 Deathcup Cultivator, turn 3 Nissa's Pilgrimage if we don't hit our land drop, or Explosive Vegetation if we do hit our land drop. We are just cruising right along. If our opponent kills this Deathcap Cultivator, though, that could be really bad. But you know, I can't imagine what they really have. I wonder what our opponent was thinking about. Probably looking at this Deathcap Cultivator and is just jealous. This game, we are gonna have all the mana, and we're gonna play World Breaker soon too. So on our next turn, we can actually play the Hedron Archive and the Nissa's Pilgrimage, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, so we are just cruising. Oh yeah. And we get to play World Breaker next turn. Well, I mean, if he takes the World Breaker, we play Atarka. Takes Atarka, we play World Breaker. A little annoying, but I think actually given the opportunity to play Atarka, I would kill the Tireless Tracker and the Sylvan Advocate. We did our land drop here, and we did. I believe we just play this Explosive Vegetation also. And I think we want to kill the Sanctum. Oh wait, no, we don't have to do this. This will hold the fort. But I'm a little worried about this Tireless Tracker. Tireless Tracker is a hell of a card. It can just flat out get bigger than our World Breaker. So that's kind of annoying. Alright, so now a Chandra off the top would be real nice. Man, I really thought we could play Explosive Vegetation last turn. I should have held my Hedron Archive open so that I could crack it. I guess I wouldn't have had enough mana to, actually. Okay, so if we crack the Hedron Archive now, we would be able to cast Chandra if we drew her. So we're going to go for that. Not quite, but... So 3, 6, 7. So we can cast a 7/7 Endless one and search for a World Breaker. Actually, we could search for Ugin. Ugin's pretty nice. That means we also get to attack with our World Breaker. Tireless Trackers like make me feel like we're not really favored in the late game, so. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we get Ulamog, we can Explosive Vegetation on our next turn and then play Ulamog. I think that's worth it. Our opponent has another Thought-Knot Seer. He's gonna be able to get our World Breaker if we get that. So I think Ulamog is the way to go. Seeing that my opponent has these Tireless Trackers and Thought-Knot Seers, though, makes me think that I should actually have the Sweeper Kozilek's Return. Our opponent can attack for a pretty healthy amount. But not lethal. Not quite. Chandra would be so good. So good. Yeah, are there attacks with nothing or attacks with everything? Attacks with everything, I'm pretty sure what I want to do is block the Thought-Knot Seer just because it's a potential redraw for like a Chandra. So that's what I want to do. And we got it. Sweet. And we can almost kill our opponent, but not quite. Roll -4. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't have to worry about a big fat green hasty creature. Our opponent only have 5 lands, so I think this is basically in the books. Yeah. Next one. Alright, so do I want these Kozilek's Returns? I am just outright scared to death of those Tireless Trackers. I'm gonna bring them all in. They do kill my own Deathcap Cultivators, which is kind of annoying. I think, yeah, I'm actually just not going to have the Cultivators. I'm going to have 3 of these Endless ones instead. If I was on the draw last game... Oh, wait, I was on the draw last game. Oh, well. Or, no, I was on the last game. If I was on the draw last game, I probably would have lost. Those Tireless Trackers would have been out of control. And this is a great hand. We have an answer for a Tireless Tracker. We have some ramp cards. Opponent doesn't have a 2-drop. Things are good. Wow, opponent still has nothing. So we actually get to cast the first ramp spell when we're on the draw. That is Really good for us. Very, very nice. We're going to be able to play Nissa's Pilgrimage next turn, and the following turn, we'll be able to cast a World Breaker. If our opponent can beat us to it. I don't want to save this other Sanctum of Ugin for when I cast my World Breaker, because I really, like, if my opponent casts World Breaker here, kills my Sanctum of Ugin, it's actually, like, pretty annoying. Probably what he's going to do. No. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have cast this Sanctum of Ugin. 3, 4, 5. Now my opponent gets another World Breaker. And that's pretty bad for me. Oh, that really doesn't help. I don't really want to zero my Chandra. I don't really want to plus it. I'm just not going to play it. The fact that I don't have another ramp spell here is actually a big problem. Like, I have lands to cast my stuff, but my opponent's going to hit me for 5, play another World Breaker, and then I'm obviously going to do nothing again. I think I am actually... I think I am actually just going to play my Chandra as a life gain spell so that when I do play a blocker, I can get away with just blocking one of them. Not have high hopes. Ooh, that's a lot of mana. 9? Yikes. So my opponent is potentially casting Ulamog next turn. And this is one of the brutal things about the mirror is that once you get ahead on World Breakers, it's so hard to come back. Well, happier to see that than not see it, yes. Means that even with another World Breaker, I'll at least be able to cast something, but I, no. Oh. Please stop. Stop killing my lands. It's gonna be Ulamog? Dude, brutal. So we were it was nice that we were able to cast the first ramp spell, but our opponent's ramp spell was essentially twice as good in terms of explosiveness. And the fact that he was on the play meant that, I mean, as you saw, we were just never able to get up to 7 mana, where we can actually start doing things that are impactful. So this is going to be the end of the line, but Yeah, not a great showing for this deck. I know that, you know, it's still something that you should look to the future, though. These decks typically do really well against company decks, and the company decks are getting a lot of great tools. They're probably going to be a lot more popular, and you're just going to need some good way to, fight through them. Fortunately, though, we're going to lose this one, and that's going to be it for Beats Downs with the Boz. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week with something else. All right, peace out, guys. Have a good one.